guys, welcome to another episode of Haunt Talk. Today we are doing a review for the Haunted Hoorah in Ashley, Ohio. But first, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video when you're done watching it, check out our Facebook and Instagram pages. If you haven't already, check out our haunted house documentary, Haunt Behind the Scare. It is free on our YouTube channel. We would like to make another one, so we do have a GoFundMe page up too. All the links will be down below in the description here, and you can check that out. And with that, let's get into it.
So the Haunted Hoorah is definitely a unique take on a haunted house attraction experience thing. You get there. And it's basically behind like a beer depot kind of place, like one of those drive-through, like
drive-through beverage.
Yeah, beverage kind of things. So we were kind of like really confused, taken aback by that. But that's not where the haunt, well, for the most part, takes place. You board buses, and they take you to the haunts. There's two different haunts, I guess you could say. There's really almost three. Kind of, because there's a house, then there's like an outside portion at the house, and then there's one final thing you take another bus ride.
Yeah.
But I think they only consider it 2 attractions, but it kind of felt like 3 because they all feel like they belong together, but they also feel self-contained in what they're doing.
Yeah.
This place also offers 2 experiences. They offer one, which is the regular, which is a $20 ticket, where they're not allowed to touch you. Then they offer a $35 one where you get a dog tag and they're allowed to touch you and to interact with you. And you also get on a different vehicle. You actually get in a real military truck, where the regular ones is a school bus. It's all military decked out and stuff. And we'll talk about that more when we get into the review. But there's a different vehicle you ride. We just did the regular experience because we figured that's what most people are doing. We also weren't sure exactly what this place is all about. So we're like, let's just do the regular experience at least this time. We go, so we don't really know exactly what all the differences are in the $35 more intense experience you have to sign a waiver for. If you've been there, make sure to comment and let us know about that. But that being said, let's go ahead and get into the review and scoring. So first up is design. We gave this place a 9.5.
It was really good. I mean, from being at the beverage place where they had the line set up, where they load you into groups, whatever fits on a bus. I think there was about 20 of us that fit on this bus.
Yeah.
They shuffle you into this pitch black bus, and
black.
I do mean pitch black. Like you can't see nothing. Like somebody actually had their flashlight out.
It was a lighter.
It was a lighter, so people could see where they were sitting.
Yeah, so you could just sit on a person's.
Yeah.
And all of the seats too. It isn't a school bus, but the school bus seats are all against the wall, so you face one another. It's not like you're sitting in rows. Like you have plenty of leg room, and you're sitting on the walls of the bus.
Yeah. So then you get on this bus, and whoever is driving these buses,
they drink some liquor first, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God. I felt like they found every pothole possible, and every dirt road they could. It was just insane. It felt like.
It's not. But
when they were stopping at stop signs, they literally did like the jerk back, jerk forward,
it's
jerk
like they're
back
brake checking
kind of
someone
thing.
like 10 times.
Yeah, and it was just insane. So they get you in this bus. They take you over to the first haunt.
Playing heavy metal music.
Yeah, and like some stuff happens on the bus too, but we don't know.
A spooky surprise.
Spooky. So they shuffle you in to this queue line that's for the house, and they do separate you by like groups of like 8, which is nice. You do have to for certain areas you do have to wait for the rest of your group. They wouldn't let us go into this last little part at one point, and I don't know, it was weird, but we had to wait for everybody to finish what they were doing. But they separated our groups very well. We never caught up to anybody. And it was just, the scenes were just so elaborate. And just,
Yeah,
I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's a very very interactive haunt. Not just actors, which we'll get to more in that section, but the design of the place as well. There is a lot of crawling that happens, a lot of ducking. There's like a bus eventually you have to walk through, which is like real short, and you have to kind of like hunch over and go through that. You may or may not have to crawl into an oven by yourself when they close the door behind you.
Yeah.
There's so much. There's an entire, in the second haunt, there's a whole like it's a swamp basically, and let's say the floor has a surprise for you there. You get to be electrocuted in a hallway. That's also fun. There it's just scene after scene of interactivity. Every scene seemed to mess with you. It really did.
They mean what they say when they say you're going to face your fears. That's kind of like their catchphrase.
Yeah, there's something in there just about everybody.
I mean, my God, like I've never experienced anything like this, and I am really curious as to what the VIP is going to be, because if this was just general admission and if we were doing all this stuff, I'd like to see what they have to go through, because it's got to be 10 times worse.
Yeah. And like the way they transitioned you into scenes is really cool. Like there's a library scene where like you're forced to do something, and then eventually they pull open a secret bookcase. And a lot of the scenes have this where you go in and there's no seeable exit until an actor or some other means opens the exit for you to be able to leave. You are in there. It's a lot. Like the design of this place, it really messes with you. I mean, mixed with the uneven terrain. I mean, the lighting's really good. I mean, there's even some really gross stuff in there, like a body that's like cut open and it actually has blood just running out of it into a bathtub. There's a lot to see at this place, a lot. And I don't want to spoil too much. I've already talked about quite a bit of this stuff vaguely, but there's a lot at this place to see. That brings us into, we've already mentioned a few things, brings us into actors though. We gave them a 10.
They were good. Just so freaking good. Like, I imagine that when they made this place, every character has a backstory. Like, that's how into it they were. The main characters that are supposed to be, and I believe they're the actual owners too, is there's a nurse with a hook hand, and she's helping the doctor that's in the first haunt. And she's messed up. Let's just say, like, wow. Like, I didn't know it was makeup. Like, I thought she was really looking like that.
And that was something with almost every character in here, is the makeup was so good. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can't even tell me there was like people with like a guy that has like cheek like ripped back, like the skin, and there's like wires under it and stuff. And it's just because the theme of the place, and this is a very themed haunt, is all about the doctor making super soldiers and you're his new recruits, becoming then he wants to see if you're worthy to become a super soldier.
Yeah. And
it sticks to that theme 100%, just throughout design and actors.
Yeah. And they were so into it, and they would just mess with you and just do things and just get really close and just, I mean, they didn't touch you for the general admission, but it was like they were close enough that it was like, okay, I'm uncomfortable, you know? And they were in it. They were just in it to win it. They were just so good.
Yeah, pretty much every actor has a stand-up, because again, this place has a lot of scenes where you're stopped, and so the actors really have long lines of dialogue. And also, it is military themed, so it's very fitting. They're very mean to you, a lot of them are. They swear at you. What did the one guy keep calling us?
Dirty assholes.
Yeah, he kept screaming that at us. So, I mean, like, this place probably isn't for children, which we'll get to that even more in our next section.
See some.
Yeah, I didn't see him leave though. But yeah, I mean, but it all fits so well, because you know, I mean, you're yelled at and screamed at, and they make you do things, and like you could tell, because they send you in pretty big groups, so you could tell like a lot of the people in your group, like, you don't want to do it, but the actors are so aggressive and oppressive to you that you really feel like, well, I'm going to do it or he's going to kill me. Yeah. Like, obviously they're not, but like, they're so good that you actually start to feel scared.
Yeah, like I see a sign that says might get electrocuted. Do I want to go in there? Not really.
Yeah.
But when the guy's yelling at me, it's like, well, I better freaking do it. I mean, what else am I gonna do? They're not gonna like be like, oh well, here we'll go around. You know, no, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, this place. Yeah, the actors. They were just amazing. Like everyone. Even like there's like a scene where a guy ends up making you stand up on the bus, and like they don't let you sit down, they just floor it. As soon as the guy leaves the scene, you're still standing, you're never told to sit, then they floor the bus, and you're just like, okay, and everyone just starts falling around because you're still standing on the stupid thing, and I'm like, why? Like, my God.
Like, yeah, it was intense.
Yeah.
Just so intense.
Yeah, which I guess that brings us into our next category.
Scare factor, we again gave them a 10.
I think that they should rename this place PTSD, the haunted house.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's horrifying. It really, really is. And you go there and like the whole line, there's like the youngest people there, there's like 2 13-year-olds, and everyone else is like adults. Like, I mean, like older, like gruff looking people, a lot of them are. And I'm looking around and I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, yeah. There's a reason for that. The place doesn't pull any punches, and I mean, like I said, we only did the $20 regular experience. I assume if you get the $35 experience, it's hell, like pure hell. Which I mean, like enjoyable hell if you're into that thing. Like, this is not a place you go if you haven't been to haunted houses. You're like, I don't know if I like haunted houses or not, because you'll die.
Yeah, they're gonna have to like escort you out or something, because this is definitely not for a newcomer to haunted houses. Because I mean, we've been doing this for quite a few years, and we were like scarred. Like I needed a hot shower after I came home because I was just like so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and dirty. And
it's really just all of the things coming together, the interactivity of it, the actors, and like just like I said, how oppressively mean they are to you. And then I will say, like, the actual customer service of the place was fine. The people that are supposed to be nice to you were nice to you, but like the actors, they're supposed to treat you like you're a military recruit, and they do, and it's harrowing. It's intense, and everything is so in your face. Every actor, every prop. And this place doesn't use lots of animatronics either to scare you. And also this place doesn't have lots of boo scares. They have them. But they don't need them because they make you do things. They force you to do things that you're scared to do. And their tagline for the place is comply or die. It's all over the walls.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, well, you do it or you die. And it's like, that's awful.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. In a
good way, though, because, this is what you're looking for. I can't imagine anything else you describe it. Like, it's awesome, you should go. We're talking about how terrible people are to you and the horrible things they make you do. And it's like, go to this place.
Yeah.
Oh, haunted house fans, we're strange people. But that's fine. We're allowed to be. Everyone has their thing, I guess. But, yeah. And then again, the shock, we have to talk about the shock hallway, which is probably one of the meanest things I've seen in a while.
Like, you can't not avoid it. Like, I tried.
There's a cylinder, and it says electrical shock on top, and you get in, and then they send you in one at a time. You're supposed to go one at a time. Well, don't do that. Wait for your other person so you can experience misery with you, because, oh my God. It's just a long, dark hallway, and randomly there are walls that stick out on either side. You don't know which side. And they have shock bags on them that give you, low voltage shocks. And I hate being shocked. Oh, I hate it so much. We both do. And you can't avoid them because it's pitch black. I mean, because you're using your senses to feel, because you have to feel where you're going. But you're going to get shocked, so there's no way to avoid it. And you know it's going to happen, but you have to go. Like
I even tried, like, I had my arms up because I thought maybe, it won't do it through my clothes. Yeah, no, it went right through my arm. Like, my arm itched afterwards. Like, every time I hit it, I'm like, and he was holding on to me, and he would feel it after I felt it. Because it was going through us. It was just, it was horrible.
I mean, there's a scene in this place where a little firing squad shoots at you, and that scared the crap out of me.
Oh, my God.
That scared the crap out of me. And you can't even trust the floors in this place. It's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's insane. Like, the place is terrifying. We just said the $20, and I want to go back for the full experience and see what that's like, because I can't imagine it's that much worse. I'm really curious to see everything they do to you. Oh man,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intense. But I guess we'll go ahead and talk about value now. Again, there's a $20 ticket for regular, and there's the $35 for the full, like, contact experience and all that. We're only grading the 20 because that's what we did. $20 is a really great value. It probably took us about 45 minutes for the whole thing. There's waiting in line in some of the haunted houses. You're in there for quite a while, but the actual haunt time, and we're also including the buses because that's definitely an experience all of its own, is about 45 minutes, give or take a few. And for this, we're giving it a 10. I think $20 for what you get is a really good value.
Oh my God,
really good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much more to say about it than that. Again, I really want to know what the $35 experience is like. So again, if you've been there, let us know about that. They also have a whole thing. They have a lot of, I liked that they had like hoodies and stuff you can buy.
Yeah, they did have a gift shop, and they had snacks and things like that too. And it was pretty awesome.
Right.
So overall, big surprise, we gave them a 10.
Yeah. This place is a haunt lover's dream, basically. They can only assume the people that run this place are huge haunted house enthusiasts.
Yeah.
I don't know them. I haven't talked to them. But I just assume they are, because they knew so well how to get under your skin.
Yes.
And I've just never experienced anything like it. I mean, just the theme of it being like military, like, yeah, I mean, it has that kind of like zombie outbreak kind of feel to it. But there's this twist to it, I mean, with everything and how it's done, it's just so different and refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, not for first timers. Like, if you're not sure if you like haunted houses, I wouldn't recommend this. To everyone else that likes haunted houses, this is a must. Yeah. You need to travel to this place. You need to find a way to get to it. And like, I mean, I had heard about it, but I didn't realize exactly what it was. I'm like, oh, this seems interesting, but it's not like this. I think this is their 4th year of operation.
I think so.
Yeah.
It hasn't been.
I'm always wrong. And people correct me, so you can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I think it's about 4 years from what I'm aware. And my God, what they've done in that amount of time is pretty incredible. And hoping they are able to continue for the years to come and really see what they're able to do, because this is definitely something I would like to do annually. And yeah.
Take more people,
make them go first, because fuck them.
Oh.
Yeah, get your friends together and go to the Haunted Hoorah, because you'll have a good time. You might just, they don't, yeah, I mean, I guess for value, we should like consider the therapy you might need afterwards, but they're not reliable for that. God. But yeah, that does it for this review. Well, we finally gave a place a 10 this year. I don't know if any other, this is pretty much one of the last reviews we'll be doing. There's like maybe one more after this, but yeah, we gave a place a 10. I didn't think it would happen this year, but this place was surprising. But again, what she said at the beginning, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, do that. Check out our Facebook, Instagram page, our haunted house documentary. You like haunted houses? Watch the documentary. It's free. Why wouldn't you? Don't be dumb. Also, go to our GoFundMe. Maybe give us some money. We want to make another haunted house documentary. Watch the first one. See how good it is. Then give us money so we can make a second one. There's a video down there describing everything we're going to do. Thanks for watching.